to the Full Armor MMA show. This is your host, Full Armor, and today we got two things in particular to talk about. Nate Diaz being removed from the welterweight rankings, and him supposedly getting a lightweight fight, and Khabib officially giving his position on whether or not he will give up the belt at UFC 257. Alright, let's get into it. Okay, ladies and gents, questions were running rampant in the MMA sphere when Nate Diaz was removed from his 13th place in the welterweight division and was replaced by Khamzat Chimaev a couple of days ago. Some were saying, man, I hope Nate wasn't cut. Others were saying, I'm not surprised, motherfucker. Me knowing how well the UFC marketing machine tends to be, knew that something was afoot. Something newsworthy was in the works. And what do you know? I was correct. To the favorable reviews of MMA fans everywhere, Dana White let it be known that he has come to some sort of deal with the younger of the Diaz brothers for some sort of fight. And not only that, but Diaz is returning to his original weight class of lightweight. It's been a fairly long time since Nate Diaz fought at lightweight, almost 6 years ago when he dismantled Michael Johnson, which was one of Nate Diaz's best performances. The 20-12 fighter last fought in a losing effort against George Masvidal on November 19th, 2019 for the BMF belt. His opponent hasn't been announced yet, but I have a couple of predictions for you. My two main predictions for this fight is Paul Felder and RDA. We already know that he won't be fighting Tony Ferguson per Dana White. Michael Chandler and Dan Hooker already have a fight set up for next week at UFC 257. Dustin Poirier and Conor McGregor are also set to fight at the main event of UFC 257. Charles Oliveira and Justin Gaethje appear to have something in the works, but nothing is official on that end. On top of that, if he is going to fight somebody, it's going to be somebody with a substantial amount of weight and juice behind their name. Mind you, I'm just using the power of deduction here. But I need to believe that the options for Nate Diaz is Paul Felder or RDA. Both are well known among the casual fan base. RDA is a former lightweight world champ who wins over a litany of names ranging from Robbie Lawler, Anthony Pettis, Ben Henderson, and Nate Diaz himself. The win over Nate Diaz giving this fight a great narrative. Paul Felder is as known as he is because he is one of the UFC's main commentators and analysts. He gets exposure damn near every 2 weeks, and overall he's one of the best voices the UFC has. On top of that, Felder has fought the likes of Edson Barboza twice, RDA, Dan Hooker, Mike Perry, and all of them were bangers. I already know some of you are saying McGregor versus Diaz 3. I think the only way this happens is if McGregor loses to Dustin Poirier at UFC 257. At that point, there will be nothing stopping the fight. There already has been demand for the fight for years now, and we both know how Diaz and McGregor feel about the prospect of making money. If McGregor does win, and if he does get the title, I don't see a chance that Diaz gets a title shot, simply because he's not the next one in line. We all know the rankings don't mean shit, but if he has to get the title shot, if he was to get the title shot in the hypothetical situation that McGregor does win the belt, it will be shitting on everybody else. But we all know that hasn't stopped the matchmakers before. And also, we have to take into consideration Khabib giving up the belt or not. And this leads me into my next bit of news. It was revealed today that while we still don't know if Khabib is going to give up the belt, we have the condition that will decide whether he gives it up or not. That condition being whether or not the co-main event and main event of UFC 257 can deliver and seemingly make him feel like there's still competition in the fight game for him. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's obvious that part of him still wants to fight. He wouldn't have taken the meeting with Dana White otherwise. He would have just told Dana to leave him be. Other than that, who knows what Khabib's train of thought could be right now. Regardless, his decision is important to the potential path the lightweight division may go down in 21. We could see a McGregor versus Nurmagomedov 2, a Poirier versus Nurmagomedov 2, McGregor or Dustin being crowned the champ after their fight next Saturday, etc., etc., etc. There's a lot of question marks in the air right now, and Saturday, the 23rd January, will answer a lot. Alright. And that's the end of the Full Armor News broadcast. Once again, this is your host, Full Armor. Thank you for tuning in. Man, I'm not sure if everybody saw it, but the fight between Cater and Max fucking Holloway was a banger. That shit was crazy. Shout out to Cater for having a dynamite chin, because Max was hitting him with some shots from hell, boy. And this, I was about to curse a little bit, but I'm not gonna do it. But anyways, Max Holloway, people were counting him out for a little bit. Arguably, he should have won his last fight with Volkanovski, but it seems like he's here to stay. Arguably the best featherweight in the world. Let's see how that turns out. Seems like 2021 is going to be a good note for the MMA sphere, UFC, hopefully the world. Good night.